And when I say older guy, I'm talking about guys that are like 10, 15, 20 years older than you, that you know that you don't see any chance you're going to marry. The Next Door Podcast. Welcome back to the Next Door Podcast. I am Bestie Next Door, and I'm like your bestie next door. If you like your tea to be extra, extra sweet, then this place is not for you. Because we like our tea to be sweet and bitter. Sweet enough that it goes down, bitter enough to wake us up. Now, guys, y'all can see the dedication that I have to you guys with producing my content, because I'm not even in the studio right now. And I'm like, if I don't post that one video that I've been talking about, you guys are going to assassinate me in the comment section. So I don't have no SMR today. I don't have no, actually, I don't have a cup. So we are just going to crack open this bottle of water. First sip. Ooh, I was thirsty. Room temperature vibes. If you're looking for the high value women workbook, how to ask a man for money, guide to getting wifed up, all of that, you can find it on onesecretroom.com. I am going to release the level up guide and seduction guide as well. It's going to be both ebook and audio form in one bundle, but just give me some time. I'm trying to make sure it's top notch. And if you're looking to book a one-on-one with me, you can also find that in the link in the description box below. Whether you need advice on a situation, just someone to talk to, you'll get the guidance that you need. Now on today's episode, I'm going to jump from different topic to topic. You guys know my episodes from 1 to 30, I used to ramble a lot and jump from different topic to topic. This episode may be just like that because, again, I am not in the studio. Now, I want to talk about a few things. I want to talk about pros and cons of dating older guys and pros and cons of dating a guy your age. This episode can apply for anyone, but this is mostly for girls in their 20s, right? One of the pros in dating older guys is the financial stability. They're already stable in life. They already know what they're doing. They have a routine. They're already mature. They're already past the immature stages. That's the pro of dating an older guy, especially if you're a young girl. Now, the cons of dating an older guy when you are a young girl is you're not going to be as experienced and you're going to be easily manipulated. Now, I want you to understand something. Not all older guys are like that. Some older guys are secure in themselves where they allow their young woman to do whatever she likes to do, like hang out with her friends or just be who she wants to be and allow her to grow up and develop. But most older guys would want you to mature faster than your age. And that's what happened to me. And I'm speaking from experience. You guys know I don't say things from the air. I speak from experience. And when I was in my early 20s, I always wanted to date guys older than me. I'm like, I cannot do guys my age because they're too immature, which is true. That's the con of dating guys your age. They're not stable enough. They can be a little bit immature. At the same time, you got to understand this. You may think you're so mature, but by the time you get to your 30s or your late 20s, you're not going to be the same way you were in your early 20s. Even the kind of guys you like is going to change. Like me, in my early 20s, I used to like the guys that are hood, hood guys. You got to be a little rough on the edges. I don't like that no more. See, there's a difference between a hood guy and a guy who's street smart. A hood guy is a guy that just wants to stay in the hood, is loyal to the hood, but is not really making any plans to move out the hood or making plans to elevate. A guy that is street smart knows how to operate in a corporate environment. He's looking to elevate, but he also knows what's happening in the streets. As he keeps up with what's happening in the streets, he don't let it consume him. He's trying to elevate. He want to make sure he's connected to know how to get the good deals, how to move around, but at the same time, he's also elevating. And that's the kind of guy that I like now. When I was in my early 20s, I used to like the little hood guys, because I thought that was cute, but it's not cute, trust me. Going back to talking about older guys have this way of manipulating you, and I want you to understand this. When you are dating an older guy, and when I say older guy, I'm talking about guys that are like 10, 15, 20 years older than you, that you know that you don't see any chance you're going to marry. A guy that's 5 years, 3 years, 2 years, even 6 years is still kind of in the same generation, if you get what I mean. But when we get to that 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 20, he's older than you. You get what I'm saying? Any guy within 10 years is still in the same generation, but he's a little bit more experienced, which is okay. But I'm talking about those older guys. Now, if you're a young girl and you look very mature and you got all these older guys coming for you, you need to know how to ask for some money. An older guy will always tell you, oh, you're so mature for your age. You don't ask me for nothing. I love that about you. You're so hardworking. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Don't allow him to play in your face, because when he says things like that, that means that you're not billing him enough. See, the difference between a young girl and a woman in his age range is a woman in his age range is not going to be scared to ask him for some money. And he knows that. She'll be like, yeah, baby, you ate? You feeling good? Yeah, babe, I need my bills paid. I need some rent money. Yeah, I need my hair done. You see, one mistake a lot of girls make in their 20s when they're dating older guys is trying to make it seem like they have their life all sorted out. Like, yeah, I'm paying my own bills, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And that's why he'll tap you on your shoulder and say, you're so much fun, I love that about you. He'll still put you on your back and provide absolutely nothing. No, you don't need to have it all sorted out. You need to test him. See if he's going to help you elevate. And if he's not even trying to help you elevate, then why are you talking to a guy that's 15 years, 20 years older than you if he's not even trying to elevate you? These older men that come to you that are in your life are destiny helpers, because that's exactly what they're supposed to do. Help your destiny. So what's the point in dating an older guy and making him see that you have your life all sorted out? What's the point of that? Because now it's like he don't need to help you. Even though you may have your life all sorted out, don't let him see you have your life all sorted out. Because once he see your life is all sorted out is when he's going to take advantage of you. And you don't want that to happen. So you need to call him like, hey, and any older guy that come for you, yeah, babe, how are you? How are you doing today? I hope you ate. I'm good. Baby, I'm having a hard time right now. Yeah, I need to pay my rent. Or, yeah, babe, I need money for my school fees. My school fees are due and my rent is due and I need some money for some books. I need a new laptop. The laptop that I just got, it got a virus on it and it had all my school work on it. I'm so hurt right now. I don't know what to do. Hear what he has to say. You know that him being an older guy, he is stable. If that man does not make any provisions to help you or say, oh, babe, don't worry, I got you on the rent, or babe, don't worry, I'm going to get you a new laptop. He doesn't try to help you with at least one thing. Next caller. Don't waste your time, because these older guys know how to play the game. They just want to get in your pants to make themselves feel young again and go back to the woman that they've been dating for years. So you're not that girl. Build him immediately and do not be scared to ask these older guys for money. Do not be scared. Every time is you need. Because what else is he going to be doing in your life? Think about it. Why would a 50, 40-year-old man be going after a 20-something-year-old girl without adding any value to her life? So if he's not going to be adding no value, I don't care. Listen, don't fall for the sweet talk. Next caller, because you're not going to marry him. You can't be marrying a guy that's going to be turning into baby powder in the next 10 years, okay? Now, I want to tap back into younger guys. You see, there's an advantage in dating a guy that's your age. When you date a guy that's your age, it's more about understanding. There's a lot of things you don't have to explain. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to explain too much to a guy that's your age, because he gets it. He already knows what's in. He knows what's hip. So he's not going to really bug you out if you want to hang out with your friends or if you want to do certain things, because he understands. And when I say a guy your age, I mean in that, again, 6 to 7, 8 year range. You get what I'm saying? Like, let's say you're 25, you're dating someone that's 30, or you're dating someone that's 27, 28. They understand you. But the only problem with that is guys that are your age tend to not be stable. But in the long term, if you're looking to marry someone, it's always ideal for you to marry someone that's in the same age range as you, or a little bit older, maybe a year or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But when we get to that 10, 12, that's a whole different generation. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, when you first get married, it's going to be exciting because he's stable, he's giving you all the things you want. But again, it's going to be that lack of understanding. That's what tends to happen in a lot of relationships, especially if it's a huge age gap. When we talk about these things, it's all about your preference and what you would like or what you want. If I was to advise any girl right now, don't ever think about settling down with a guy that's too old. If he's 20, 25 years older than you, you cannot settle down with him. At that point, he's a sugar daddy. In a few years, he's going to be shooting dust. I'm sorry. And I just had to talk about this because I feel like I wouldn't want you guys to miss up the opportunities. When I was like 23, 24, like again, I'm in my late 20s. When I had guys older than me coming at me, I always wanted to make sure they see that I had my life together. And with them always seeing I had my life together, I was always scared to ask them for what I needed. And me being scared to ask them for what I needed, they took advantage of me. They gave me crumbs and that was it. But had I had made myself seem like, even though I know I have it all together and clearly they can see, I didn't have to make myself seem so independent. And that's the advice I want to give to girls in their 20s. Don't look so overly independent. Don't try to date an older guy and show him you're so independent. He can see what you have. He can see the level you're at. He can clearly see that you're at a good level. That's the reason why he's talking to you. But you don't need to make it seem like, oh yeah, well, I got my own car, I got my own business, keep all that to yourself. You don't need to be telling no older man how much money you make. You need to tell him, oh, I got this, I got my... None of that. Shh. Close your D suckers. Close your D suckers. Ask him for some money. He can clearly see the level you're at. He needs to either be adding to you at that level or bringing you to the next level. If he's not doing none of that, like I said, next caller. Don't waste your time. Listen, I know there's a girl right now talking to an older guy. You need to be asking him for nothing less than $2,000. or a band. When you're dating an older guy, gauge him by his tax bracket. Know what he can afford. If you know he can afford $5K, always ask him for $5K. If you know he can only afford $2,000, always ask him for $2,000. Never feel like, oh my God, I don't want to ask for too much. That's too much money. Never feel like it's too much money, because trust me, if he's not giving it to you, he's going to give it to the next girl that knows her worth. So always ask for more. When you ask an older guy for more money than you need, two things. It's either he's going to give you more than you asked for, or he's going to give you less, which is the exact amount that you need. Let's say you need $1,000. Never ask for $1,000. You'll be like, oh, baby, I need $3,000. You're going to get extra money, and you're putting yourself at that level, because $500, $200, listen, in 2023, you should not be asking no man for $100, $200, $300. That's chicken change. It makes him feel like you asking him for this kind of small money. You need to be asking for something big. You need to be asking for a band, 2 bands, 3 bands. That's what you need to be asking for. You don't need to be asking no man in 2023 for $100, $200, and he's telling you he don't got it. Next caller. You're not a little girl. You're not a level 1 or level 2 babe. Behave like a babe that's on level 7, level 8. Yeah, I need $1,000. Yeah, I need $2,000. Yeah, I need $3,000. Yeah, even though he cannot give you that exact amount, he's still going to give you something that's more than you asked for. Because, again, men are good negotiators. But don't go asking no man for no $100. Oh, babe, I just need $200. Oh, babe, I just need $300. In this economy, $300 is like $20. Okay? And you are not a $20 babe. Hello. And guys, I'm going to leave you with that. If you're listening on Spotify, Google Podcasts, or wherever you're listening from, thank you for listening. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Be notified when I upload more episodes. And guys, you already know the rest. Until we meet again.